Good morning, my friends. It has been a very long time since I've done any long form recordings. So this morning we're going to start with a medium-ish length video, I think. We'll see where it goes. But I wanted to play with some pages in my vintage book that I painted a while ago on TikTok Live, just showing the effects of this granulating watercolor set by Gonzai Tombi. I should be able to say that. I took Japanese for years. Oh, apparently Kitty wants to say hi. Can you move, please? Thank you. How about you just hang out right here? How about that? Does that work? Just lay right there, right here. So this is the... What colors are these? Does it say? Am I blind? 5 colors. This is by Kuratake, and I do have a full set of their watercolors that I absolutely love. The only thing about the regular watercolors is they're kind of chalky. I don't really like that, but I don't know what... I'll link this below if I can figure out what color set this is. Oh, this is the Aurora set. So it's got Aurora Violet, Aurora Blue, Aurora Orange, Aurora Pink, and Aurora Red. And when they're dry, they all look brown. So it's kind of fun, and I think you get different effects depending on your paper. This doesn't have a ton of color variation. Ooh, but this one. And I don't know if you've ever watercolored in an old book, but the paper is phenomenal. It doesn't bleed through, and it barely warp. It doesn't even warp. So if you can see here, these look... Oh, I shouldn't have put them in wet. They all look brown, but they're not. So I believe I used the Aurora Orange over here, and then the Aurora Violet over here. So we're just going to use that as a quick background. And we're just going to play around for a couple minutes. We're going to pull out maybe a couple images from my throw it in a pouch stack because I'm too lazy to put it away. And let's see. Likely going to pull out something from Collage Soup because that is my go-to. That is not Collage Soup. That is me. Let's see. Maybe I'm not. I'm having a hard time finding things here. Let's see. Is this not my Collage Soup folder? It may not be. I like that. Also like that. All right, let's find a more. Oh, here we go. I think this is the correct pouch. I switched to storing everything in these pouches because it's easier to flip through and easier to just dump things in here. So, as I'm flipping through, how has everybody been? It has been so long since I've been on here. I feel terrible about it. I just have been focusing a lot on TikTok, which is crazy because that's a platform I never thought I would go to. Where are all of my... Here, you know what? Let's do this instead. Let's grab a couple Collage Soup books, and then we'll just pull something from there. How about that? Here. I love this. This was I think one of my first Collage Soup books. And that's funny. I don't know, maybe. I love her. I think I'm gonna order this book in digital because there's a lot of images in here that I have already used but I really like. All right, let's just find a quick... I'll speed this up. So hard to decide. What is it about turning the camera on and then freezing? This is why I like the digitals, because then I don't get feeling of, oh, I'm gonna use it and then I won't have it. Here, I like her. Will we use her? I don't know. Maybe. So these books, if you actually heat the spine, you can pull these out a lot easier. But I'm too lazy for all that. Plus the heat tool scares this little girl over here. And she's not quite in the way, so we're just gonna leave her be. I have been on TikTok a lot. I do a lot of lives over there, and I absolutely love the community I'm starting to build and joining and all the things. So if you don't follow me over there, please come hang out. I don't have an actual schedule of when I go live, but because of my actual real job schedule, but I try to go at least once a week or so, but it's a lot of work too, so I have to be in the mood. We're gonna trim whatever that is off of her face. I did one junk journal meetup, and I have another one scheduled for this Saturday, but I think I'm gonna have to cancel it because I'm not getting any ticket sales, which is unusual. I think it's just summer, and I don't know. I want to keep her head. I don't really know what this is, but it's kind of fun. And I feel like I know when I take clips of this for TikTok, I know what song I'm going to use, so it's perfect. I'm going to say I took today off so that I could just have a day to play before my schedule gets a little bit busier for the next few weeks. But what I should be doing is cleaning my house and all the things. It's weird doing things here on YouTube because on TikTok I can play music in the background. I guess they have a different licensing agreement than YouTube does. So it kind of sucks because you can't play music like you can on TikTok. It's very weird to me, the difference in rules. How's everybody's summer going so far? Because it is already hot here in Arizona, and it's only going to get hotter. I think it was, I don't know what it is supposed to be today, but we already got up to, I believe, 109. Not ready for it. I feel like I'm going to be spending a lot of time in California on the beach. The perks of my job. There's more of a contrast here, but I think I like her better here. Or even there. Oh, that was a happy accident. I was just playing with watercolor. I just wanted to see how this paper would react to watercolor. I want to do this one. I hate fussy cutting. That's the only thing about this hobby is I don't enjoy fussy cutting. My little Velcro cat. I wish she would sit in my lap instead of on my desk, but she doesn't really like that. So, do I want her on here or do I want her? I don't know. I feel like I want to do. No, I like it on here because it's more contrasty. But then you can't really see the colors. That's okay. Apparently, I'm just making this into the whole glue page just because I can. Let's see. I'm not going to cut out this entire. Oh, I guess I am. Just kidding. Can't see what I'm doing. Here we go. Oh, I'm going to try some. I just purchased the Mod Podge for paper. I've been seeing it a lot lately. I don't know if it's any better than regular Mod Podge, but we're going to try it. Because I usually use gel medium or matte medium, but that's expensive. I guess it's not any more expensive than a big bottle of the Mod Podge, but I don't know. I just wanted to try it and see. I'm looking for other adhesives. I'm a creature of habit, but when a product starts to fail on me or I don't like it as much, it's really hard for me to change. My heart was with art glitter glue for the longest time, and I had purchased a bottle of Barely Arts glue to try it a while ago and never opened it. And when my art glitter glue bottle finally just clogged on me and I couldn't get it out without extensive work, somebody on TikTok was like, just try the Barely Arts, you'll never go back. And so far, I'm mad that it took me this long to try it. So for now, I'm a Barely Arts glue girl. I do like the Reptile glue too, and you can get that on Amazon. That is fairly inexpensive, but they don't ship it. I think right now it's too hot. I can't get it shipped right now because I guess it's very temperamental. And then the other glue that I absolutely love is my 3-in-1 or my Fabri-Tac. You can't convince me they're different. But again, that one's expensive and it seems to, I don't know, it gets thick and then you have to put acetone in it to make it a little bit thinner, and the bottle's always burping and I hate that. Oh, I don't want to cut that leaf off. And so I get glue everywhere. I don't know, it's a thing. Where is my cutting? All right. And then I'm learning how to use my swivel blade. If I could find it from We Are Makers. I bought it at the American Crafts Warehouse sale. But now where is it? I feel like it's right in front of me. I just can't see it. Hold on. There it is. So I'm learning how to use this because I was going to buy that one. What is that one that everybody, like you see it online all the time? It's got a weird shape to it, but everybody said this one's better and it was not very expensive at all. I want to say I paid $4, maybe 8. I don't know. It wasn't that expensive. There's definitely a learning curve. And I also got new glasses, so that's a learning curve because they are transitions. Nope. Progressive. No. Transitions are the sunglasses. Progressives are the... Yes, they're progressives, but I have 3 different prescriptions in them, so it's a process getting used to it, and I just got them. Nope, I don't like that flower at all. Maybe up here? Just spent all that time. Oh, nope. All right, that's okay. At least it's cut out for something, right? I like this. What did I use this for? Oh, I know. I made favors for book club. Let's separate the layers here. I know there's 3 layers. Let's get a piece of tape. It's weird on YouTube because I don't like when I'm live on TikTok, I have people in my room that I can chat with, not in my room, in my chat. So I feel like, oh, I don't know what to say when I'm doing YouTube. And I usually go voiceover, but that's a lot of work. And I'm wondering if I just want to be the girl that doesn't edit her videos. Right. I really love this. I don't know if I'm going to put this kitty there. Let's grab the paper Mod Podge. Never used it before. I think from what I understand is it's less water content than the regular Mod Podge, so we'll see what it does. And I realize I'm going to end up having to, it's going to move around this watercolor, but that's okay. We're just playing around and testing it. This cat looks like it's judging you. Or me. I hate these seals. And I'm wondering if I should put my Mod Podge in a different container because I'm constantly, even if I put plastic wrap over this, I'm constantly gluing my lids on. All right, let's see what happens here. We're gonna use a silicone brush because, oh, this is definitely thicker. See if we can keep that color from running. This does say it's matte, so, oops, get it high enough. I like using a silicone brush, if you will, because then you don't have to rush to clean it off. This is really thick. I wonder if I was supposed to shake it. We're not going for perfection here. We're just going for funsies. It's going to get covered up. Let that go, and then I don't know where my silicone mat is. So I'll just do it on this. This is very thick. Not at all what I was expecting. So less is definitely more. It does curl this paper. Oh no, what did I do here? I got something across her face. Hold on. What am I doing? Get that off. There we go. Got that right off. Just want to see how this dries. Curious. It's very thick. Oh, I moved that around too much. It's okay. Oh, look. She's goopy. What? This feels like straight glue. So far, I don't know. Should have used a glue stick maybe. All right. I decided against the cat. I'm not going to do the cat. Where'd my wipe that I just had go? I definitely don't like this so far. Hold on. We're going to read the bottle because I feel like I'm doing something wrong. I also need to eat something. Blood sugar is off. I can feel it. All right. Let's see. That is thick stuff. Let me get this lid on so I don't spill it. I'm never good at putting lids on. Let's see. Roll bottle on table to mix. So I should have followed the instructions. Let's see if that changes the... I think you don't want to do shaking. It's just like with nail polish because it adds air bubbles. Apply a thin coat to back of paper cutout. Smooth in place with fingers. Let dry 2 hours before continuing. Apply a thin coat to seal. Allow each coat to dry 30 minutes. Clean up while wet with soap and water. Water-based, non-toxic, indoor use. You do get a 16-ounce bottle for... I got this at Michael's, and I want to say I paid $16, but I had 20 off plus 30, so it really wasn't that much. All right, we're going to let that sit for a minute, and then, thank you, Dee, we're going to find... I don't know, I always feel like I have to put words of some sort. So I have a bunch of... Which thingy are they in? I don't know. Are they in here or are they in my other one? Let me see. No, they're in a different one. Look how pretty this baby wipe is. I think I was using it to clean up acrylic paint. Can you separate baby wipes? I don't know. I have glue all over my hands now. Yuck, I hate that feeling. I don't think you can, but I kept it because I'm like, ooh, this would be a good background on something. Where is... Must be in the other pouch. Here. One of these days I'll come up with the perfect storage for all my scraps and whatnot. Today is not that day. Oh, here they are. I downloaded these online. I absolutely love them. Did I print them on sticker paper? No. But I'm always looking for printable versions of like Tim Holtz Tiny Words. So if you guys know of any, these I want to say came from Creative Fabrica maybe. So let's pick a color because they all say the same. They're all the same. They're just in different colors. I think I want to do actually Wait, where's the black one? I have a black one. I know I do. There it is. That'll stand out more. Now we're gonna pick some phrases. I have so many ideas going through my head creatively that I want to do. I recently watched a video from, what is his name? Tim. He's a photographer. He's an amazing photographer, but he's also a journaler. McKinnon. His last name's McKinnon. His name escapes me right now. But he had this really cool idea, and he did a journal with zero writing in it. It was only either typed. He has this really cool vintage typewriter, but it was either typed or printed or a photo that he cut, like that he took, and then he typed out the settings that he used just as a reference. It was just a really cool concept, because sometimes I run out of ideas or things that I want to write about, or I just don't feel like writing. And my art journals are great. My glue books are great. My junk journals are great, but sometimes I just want simple. And I think I'm going to try it. So maybe we'll start a little series of that. It'll be quick, like shorts. I like these sayings, but they're all the same. Be a light in the darkness. Life is too short for ordinary. Maybe that one. The song I'm putting it with on TikTok, though, is a Sleep Token song. So that's not gonna go with the song. Let's see. Maybe part of this one. So if you want to know what song I'm putting it to, you're just going to have to go over there and find out. I'll leave the link to my account. It's a good thing you can't see me trying to adjust to my glasses, because this is funny. Oh, maybe this one's better. Don't touch that. Where'd it go? Should have done these on sticker paper. Oh well. All right. So we can either do love deeply, follow your heart, or part of this life is too short for the ordinary. Let's see. Can we make something out of all of them? Someday I will upgrade to a big girl video camera, because I cannot zoom in and out on my GoPro while I'm making sure that I'm in frame. I use Studio, I believe, when I record, and I can't zoom. So I have to do it post, which I don't want to have to do. Hey, kitty cat. Hi, Poey. This is Poet, if you guys don't know. She's my second born. She's just about 2 years old, and she's a chonk. But we love her chonkiness. She is, both my cats are very sweet. And she's my talker. She loves to talk. That's why her name is Poet. The day I brought her home, she was just meowing away in the car. And I said, "Are you telling me poems?" I usually call her Poey. And then my other cat is Wednesday. You've probably seen her before. She's my firstborn. She'll be 4 in November. Actually in July, but I found her in November, so that's when we go. That's when we say her birthday is. Life is too short for ordinary. Love deeply. Let's just do love deeply. I like that. Love deeply. Follow your heart, and then we're gonna say life is short. We're gonna take the 2 out. If you guys could figure out what Sleep Token song, if you're a Sleep Token fan, I'm gonna put this to. Drop it in the comments. This must have been made by AI, because where's the apostrophe or the I? All right, let's get some of my Barely Arts glue. This is the real test. I haven't used it since I opened it. Let's see if it's clogged or not, or if it comes out smoothly. Wow. All right. I wonder if it has to do with the size of the pin that they give you, because this is a long pin. I feel like it keeps it. Are you helping? Thank you. Keeps it from clogging. I know you're supposed to take this whole tip off, but there's a girl that I'm friends with on TikTok, and she told me she used to be on the design team for them, and that it was fine to just store it like this as long as the pin was in it. So I trust her. Sticky. It's definitely matte, which I like. I don't like speeding up the drying when I use glue, because it makes it bubble. But you know what we are gonna do? We're gonna take, because that's bugging me. See how there's like space between the, can you see that? The life and the S. I don't know if there's supposed to be an apostrophe there or an I, but I feel like it needs to have an I. Where's my white acrylic pen? Organized as I try to be. And I'll link all this below, but if you have not tried these acrylic pens instead of the Luna Ball ones and all of the gel pens that clog after 5 minutes, I highly suggest this. Let me find something to scribble on though, because I got to get it going. Sometimes you do have to wipe the tip off, but these are acrylic ink, so don't dry. Oh, it's going to make me a liar. They don't dry out. I've never had an issue with this before. Oh, here we go. This takes a minute. Glossy paper is probably not the best. Something dark to write on. Something, or something that's not glossy. Seriously? That's glossy. Why can't I find anything? Here, we'll just do this. Get the ink going on my... Here we go. I don't know if you can see that, but it's definitely juicy. All right, and then we're just gonna put a little... That's funny. You can totally see. That's all right. I don't care. It's a journal. Oh, where are you going? She's had enough of my BS today, apparently. So let's let that dry, and then we're gonna add some colors with... We're gonna add some highlighting and all that. But we're gonna let it dry. So we'll be back. Peter McKinnon, that's his name. Knew I'd remember. Where are my... Oh, there they are. Love my temper paint sticks. This is one of the best investments I've ever gotten. They weren't even expensive, but if I don't feel like pulling out acrylic paints or making a huge mess, these are my go-to because they go on very creamy and then they dry permanent. Oh, I swiped over it before it was dry. There we go. They go on creamy and then they dry permanent. And you can play with water with them when you're first putting them on, but I don't really like how it looks. So I have watercolor sticks for that kind of stuff. But you can see how they're just like little paint sticks. And you can blend them out with your fingers just to, you want to tone things down. Do not do it over any wet glue because it'll just roll off. But you can see it's just nice and creamy. It reminds me of the Faber-Castell gelatos, except for the gelatos don't ever fully, they don't dry permanent. You can always water reactivate them. But like I can take the, oh, this is not very wet. This corner might be. But you can blend them out with a wipe. Once they're dry, get some glue under here. It's lifting. All right, so far I'm not impressed with the Mod Podge paper. The only thing I think that might be a big benefit is if I have Mod Podge, if I used this on this side, they wouldn't stick together like regular Mod Podge. But I just use like a wax, I don't know what it's called, I don't know where it's at, a wax coating to prevent that from happening. So let's do, this is pretty dry. I love to do asemic writing. I should have done it first, but it's still wet. Go over here. It's still wet down there. Gave it a little oomph. And the last thing we'll do, if I can find it, I swear, sometimes I think I'm so organized and then I realize I can't find diddly squat. Seriously, where's my Stabilo pencil? Oh, well, you're just gonna have to improvise and use my Dina Wakley media stick. It says blue on it. Is this? Oh, I like that. That was an accident. I wasn't trying to do that. Just want to give a little bit of depth here. Go. To be honest with you, I rarely use these sticks. I bought them because, I don't know, the internet a long time ago told me to buy them. And I did. But I'm starting to use them more and more, and I do like them. I think they're a lot more pigmented than some of the other sticks, like watercolor things that I have. That's weird. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say it shouldn't have soaked into the paper with Mod Podge on it. And then we'll just add a little bit more shadowing here, random, and then I feel like it needs something, but I don't know what. So we are just gonna let it be, and we are gonna call it oh no, hold on. I know what it's missing. The thing that I put on everything. Hot pink paint splatters, but I think I'm gonna do white as well. Let's hope I don't get paint everywhere when I use my little splatter brush. Because I kind of want bigger splatters. Ooh, maybe I'll do gold instead of white. Definitely hot pink because I am a hot pink girly. This is gonna make a mess. I should have put my apron on. And then, where's my gold? I need a new bottle of this. This is my Daler Rowney gold acrylic ink, but I broke the dauber. Let me grab a different dauber or a little pipette here. And Let's see if that'll even suck it up. This is almost empty, so it's fine, but it's very thick down there. Is it? Oh no, it's almost gone. That is thick. It's fine. Guess I need to invest in another one of those. I have gold watercolor paint, but I don't want to use that. Let's water this down a little so I get some. Let's just splatter on the other side so I don't waste it. How about that? And then let me get, you can still read it. And I don't care that she has splatters on her face. Sounds like my cat scratching. You can tell I don't clean this very often. Oh, that was kind of a cool effect. Okay. I got paint all over my laptop. Oh well, a little rubbing alcohol and it'll come right off. All right, and I think, my friends, that is that for this little art journal spread in my vintage book. Thanks for hanging out and listening to me babble. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a like. If you don't tell me. It'll hurt my feelings.